Other times I try to pretend like I'm all upbeat and everything is great and dandy, but I cannot lie to you when I say this. The last few months, I have felt like incredibly lost with no energy. And my hair is all messed up because I don't normally record videos when I'm on my morning walks getting my steps in, but this just hit my mind and I feel like I need to share it because I know there's somebody else that's feeling the same way I feel or has felt the same way that I have felt. And I think this might help somebody else who's in the same situation. So, like I said, the last few months I've been feeling kind of lost, like not really understanding, what I'm supposed to be doing here. And when I look back, when I pull out my journal and I'm writing down things and I'm kind of analyzing my life, I realize, like, man, you know what? I'm just super comfortable right now. I've got a good job, man, that I worked my ass off to get. I have an online business running, and that's doing okay. So, like, I've got plenty of money, the past couple of months. Well, let me not say plenty of money. I don't have plenty of money, but the bills are paid. I'm eating what I want for the most part. You know what I mean? Definitely don't have plenty of money. Don't get the wrong idea there. But anyways, April 26th, I had a High Rocks competition in Atlanta. And after that competition, I pretty much went downhill, right? I think I did something to my diaphragm, but I really just think I just got so tired. I went so balls to the wall that I hurt myself, like I hurt my lung or something, because I would try to go out for my runs in the mornings and I would get this sharp pain in my side. So I tried to run like 3 or 4 times after High Rocks Atlanta, and every time I did it, like I'd be half a mile in and my side would just hurt so bad that I'd just have to stop. So that led to me just pretty much taking a 2-month off period from running. A few guys that don't know me, I started running back at the beginning of 2024. And I started doing that because of the same reason that I'm making this video right now, is because I felt too comfortable. I felt too satisfied in my current situation. So gym is easy to me now. I'm not gonna say easy, but I enjoy going to the gym. Like, I've been working out for, what was this, like 11, 12 years now. So like going to the gym, getting the pump, like that's super satisfying to me. So I love doing that, but had never really pushed myself to discomfort as far as like taking up a new skill or a new activity. So that's what running was for me. And as I look back on my life, I realized that every time I get in my lowest moments, when I get to where I'm least motivated, or I get to where I'm feeling most lost, it's always because my life is actually too easy. And that sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy because you would think that you need to take stuff away and you need to sort things out. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking back into my life and I'm in my journal and I'm really just organizing my thoughts, it always comes back to, you need to adopt more difficulty. I keep swapping my hands because I did shoulders yesterday and they are freaking sore. So just holding my phone right now is killing my shoulders. But when I'm at my lowest moments and I'm feeling most lost and I feel like I just don't have that fire inside of my heart, it's always because I've been taking it too easy. And the thing that always pulls me out of that down part of my life, that difficult moment, that sad or depressed phase, is always adopting more difficulty, like pushing myself to a limit and unlocking more of myself. Right? And it's not so much about just doing hard things as it is just building confidence within yourself. Because when you stop doing hard things and everything you do is easy, you're not really giving yourself the test you need to understand what you could really do. So when you let off the gas and life seems super easy, you're not pushing yourself, you get comfortable. But then once you get comfortable for long enough and you start to think, you're like, dang, am I amazing? Or is the things that I'm doing just super easy? And that's why I'm succeeding. And that's how it's always happened for me. And if you are a high performer watching this and you have huge goals and like you have this huge vision for your life, every time you look in the mirror and you don't see somebody who is giving it their all, you are gonna get some type of mental trigger. You're gonna get, I don't like using the word depressed, but you're gonna get down because inside of your head, you have this internal conflict of the person you are now and the person you know you could be. And every time you look in the mirror, you don't see that guy, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna bother you. It's gonna affect your mind. And it should, because if you're a high performer, you can't afford to keep wasting time, because every second you waste is a second that you're not living the life that you're supposed to be living. And if you're in this low moment right now yourself, I need you to ask yourself, are you putting yourself to the test? Are you working as hard as you possibly can? Are you training as hard as you possibly can? Are you putting as much effort into your business or your job as you can to make the most money as possible to provide for your family as much as you possibly can? Are you really giving this life? the most effort you can give. Because I'm telling you, if you know there's a life out there that you should be living, that you're not living right now, every day that you spend not going after it is going to put you in a miserable state. And you may be able to mask this feeling every once in a while with going out, having some drinks, or maybe wasting time with Netflix or whatever you may do. But it's in those dark hours when you're not distracted, well, that thought is always going to keep resurfacing every day that you're not putting the effort it takes to building the life that you want. And this is the same thing that happens to me all the time. Like this improvement stuff, it comes in waves. You'll improve for so long, your life will get easier, and then you start to level out. Once I get to where I adapt to the stimulus I put on me and it starts to become easy, if I don't up the intensity, I will go to a really, really dark place in my mind. I'll start to get sad, and I start to get unmotivated, and I start to lose clarity on what I'm supposed to be doing because life has gotten too easy. And the way I adopt my difficulties with running, right? Running in business. So once running 5 miles becomes easy, you gotta take that to 6 ASAP. Once 8 becomes easy, you gotta take it to 10, and so forth. And for the past 2 months, when I stopped running, I just took a severe hit in the very thing that I was deriving my confidence from. Like I was getting my confidence from going out on a Saturday, running that 10 to 15 miles that I hate doing. It's very hard for me. But every time I went out there on that Saturday and I got that run in, the feeling I would get after I did that hard thing that I didn't want to do. Like it's easy to do things that you want to do, but when you can wake up in the morning and attack something that you don't want to do, bro, the pride is uncomparable. Like there's nothing that feels better than that. Like sure, in the moment, you may think, what am I doing? Like, what's the point of this? But when you finish it, you're like, if I can put my effort into something that I don't want to do and complete it successfully, what can I do when there's something that I want to attack that I actually enjoy doing? Like the confidence you get to attack your goals when you start doing things that you don't want to do is unmatched. And I'm challenging anybody that's watching this video right now to, if you're in a low point in your life and you feel like you don't know what you should be doing, adopt some more difficulty, adopt some discomfort, do something difficult today. Because if you can do that difficult thing, push yourself through it, whether it be running, whether it be fighting. I always use physical examples because that's what I compare to most, things that are physical. Running, training. It can be reading a book, it can be work, it can be anything. But I always use physical examples. But pick something hard that you don't want to do. Every single day that you do that thing, you're gonna build confidence. And the minute you begin to adapt to that difficulty, you have got to up the intensity ASAP, because the longer you sit at that same level of comfort, the more you start to lose progress. I know it may seem like you're maintaining it when you're just doing the same thing every single week and you're not really, on paper, you're not really losing progress. Your stats aren't going down, your times aren't going down, your distance and your running distance isn't going down. Inside of your mind, you know that you're not pushing yourself. And if you know that you're not pushing yourself inside of your mind, you're actually declining. But if you are a high performer, you're going to have this person inside of your mind that's constantly telling you that you aren't working hard enough. And the longer you ignore that voice and sit in discomfort, the more miserable you're going to be. So once things get easy, you got to up the intensity ASAP. If you don't, you're going to start to go downhill. You're going to start to go downhill. And the only way to get out of that hill is to adopt more discomfort. It's the same thing that happens to me. It's the same thing I tell everybody else to do. And this is what's going to help you out of that hole. If you don't know who I am, my name is Elijah Bryant. I talk about other things to do with training, fitness, nutrition, mindset, philosophy, all that good stuff. Anything that's going to help you anything that's going to help you become a better version of yourself. That's what I talk about. But at the end of the day, I'm really just sharing my story as I figure out my life, as I become the best version of myself, as I improve, and as I build my business, and as I build my own self, my own mind, my own body. I just want to document this journey throughout. So if you're watching this, I appreciate you, and I hope you drop a comment and tell me who you are. Until next time.